Hi everyone. Today I thought I'd get adventurous and come up with my own dish. So today I'll be making boudin and pork stew in the slow cooker. What all do I need in the boudin and pork stew in the slow cooker? I'll give you the basic quantities that I think I'm going to use. I'll make it and I'll put down the exact recipe in the description box below. You'll need 1 pound pork stewed meat browned. They didn't have any stew meat, so I'm just going to be taking these ribeye chops and cutting them up in pieces. 1 pound of boudin, uncased and fried up. 12 ounces of petite carrots. 1.5 to 2 pounds of baby carrots cut either into 1/2 or 1/4. 2 stalks of celery chopped. 1 medium onion chopped, 2 cloves of garlic minced. I'm using the already minced. 1 teaspoon of oregano, salt to taste, pepper to taste, and spicy V8 juice. Or you could use beef or chicken broth. So let's begin. So what I have here is the boudin. Some people pronounce it boudin. It is a Cajun meat. It is in a casing. Back in the day, I don't think they make them in the stores with intestinal casings. Everything is edible on this. You can cook them with the casings on. But for this recipe, I'm going to take the casings off. And what this actually is not so much a sausage, but it is pork and rice and seasonings wrapped in a casing. So I'll take the casings off and fry them up kind of like you would ground beef. There's the casing right there. And then just run your knife down there like that and peel it off. And there's the casing. Before I get started, I just wanted to show you this beautiful skillet that Dave bought me for my birthday. I hadn't used it yet because I wanted you guys to see it all nice and clean first. Nice and shiny like that. I can use it for the inductive stovetop, which is great. You have to be careful when you buy stuff for your induction stove because not all pans work. And instead of the typical olive oil for the grease, I'm going to use a teaspoon of coconut oil. And I'm going to do medium heat and put in my sausages. And then I'm just going to break them down so they look like ground beef and cook them until they're done. I don't know if you guys know much about boudin. I don't. I did make a stuffing with it in, which was really good. I'll leave that link down below. They like to use everything they can in an animal, and so this has got different parts of the pig in it, or they did. I don't know if they do now. But back when they first come up with that, the main way that they cook these, they either boil them, they roast them, or they grill them. And I will continue breaking this down and I will be back. So while the boudin is cooking, take another skillet, put a little over a teaspoon of the coconut oil in there, turn it on medium heat. So what we want to do here is brown up the pork ribeye chops or stew meat. Now the boudin has its own seasonings and it smells so good, but we will salt and pepper the pork. Put in your 1 pound of pork cubes and cook them until they're brown. And we'll add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. This is Himalayan salt. So we'll get that browned and we'll get the boudin cooked and I'll be back. So the boudin is done. See that it has gotten brown. We'll put that in the slow cooker. So I have my slow cooker, and as usual, I am using a slow cooker liner for easy cleanup. Take your boudin and put it in the crock pot. Then take your cubed pork and put that in the slow cooker. I have no idea what this is going to taste like, but I'm excited. Dave likes boudin, and I think he's going to like this. Now then next, put in your potatoes. I cut up 2 pounds. The bigger ones I cut into fourths, the smaller ones I cut into half. So I don't know whether that's going to be too many or not. I think it's going to be okay. If you like a lot of potatoes, if you don't, use less. I thought I got baby carrots, but I got the petite ones, so I'm not going to be cutting them in half. And I'm just going to be putting the 12 ounces of carrots in there as well. It's going to be a lot of stew. You better like it. Then put in your 1 chopped onion. I actually cut up 3 celeries instead of 2. So I had 3 stalks of celery. Then my 1 teaspoon of oregano, and you can add whatever seasonings you like. 2 cloves of garlic, minced, salt. Adding pepper now. Now the final touch is going to be the spicy V8. And you can, like I said, use beef broth or chicken broth, but if you still want it spicy, then you can add some sriracha, some cayenne pepper, or some hot sauce. I like the V8 juice because it gives the sauce of the stew a more thicker quality. And we're going to pour this in until it is pretty much comes to the top, like about all of it. This was 64 fluid ounces. Put our lid on, turn it on low, and let it cook 6 to 8 hours until the carrots and potatoes are done and all the flavors are mixed together. So here is the boudin and pork stew. And rounding out the meal is Cheesecake Factory brown bread. Let's see what Dave thinks.
Now what is this?
That is boudin and pork stew in the slow cooker. It's my own recipe.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Hot. That's very good. It's got a nice little kick to it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.